The following video may be a bit too much for some viewers who can't handle stuff like this, so I strongly advise you to wait for the next episode of Amazing Animation. Anyways, enjoy the show.
Discover the history behind animation. Filled with imagination, innovation, and creativity. So join me as we discover the beauty of imagination in the world of animation. You know, from all the animated films in the world, either it be from Disney, DreamWorks, Pixar, Blue Sky, Aardman, Illumination, and etc., almost every animated film is amazing, good, and incredible. As a matter of fact, all animated films are equal. But then again, some are more equal than others. Based on the well-known novel by George Orwell, Animal Farm is one of the most interesting animated features based off a book. And you're probably thinking, okay, this is a film about cute barnyard animals having their own farm, right? Wrong! As a matter of fact, Animal Farm is one of the most intense animated films out there. Why? Because it is about one thing and one thing only: communism. And I will say I have checked out the book and it is really good. And with our special guest, Ryan Boyd, a.k.a. Caloric Leader 9 Productions, we're going to be talking about how Animal Farm turned into an animated masterpiece. But first, let's give you a little history about what Animal Farm is all about. So Ryan, take it away!
The original Animal Farm novel was first published on August 17th of 1945 and tells the story of a group of, well, you guessed it, farm animals who rebel against their human farmer, hoping to create a society where the animals can be equal, free, and happy. But ultimately, this rebellion is betrayed, and under the dictatorship of a pig named Napoleon, the farm ends up in a state far worse than before.
And with that incredible idea, George Orwell turned Animal Farm into what it is today.
According to George Orwell, Animal Farm reflects events leading up to the Russian Revolution of 1917 and then on to the Stalinist era of the Soviet Union, a period where Russia lived under the leadership of, you guessed it, Joseph Stalin. George Orwell, who was a democratic socialist, was very critical of Stalin and hostile to Moscow-directed Stalinism, an attitude that was critically shaped by his experiences during the Barcelona May Day conflicts between the POUM and the Stalinist forces during the Spanish Civil War. Directed by documentarians John Hallis and Joy Batchelor, and produced by both them and funded in part by the Central Intelligence Agency. Yes, I mean the CIA, and yes, they actually were involved in the making of this film, as they made numerous changes to the original script.
Ryan is actually not joking about that, folks. The CIA actually got involved with the film and turned Animal Farm into a propaganda movie. How do I know this? Because they changed the ending. Would you care to explain the ending, Ryan?
Napoleon holds a dinner party for a delegation of outside pigs who congratulate him on having the hardest working and lowest consuming animals in the country. They toast a future where pigs own farms everywhere. Benjamin imagines the pigs have taken on the likeness of Mr. Jones. Acknowledging their situation is even far worse than even before the revolution, the animals finally snap. They storm the farmhouse and trample Napoleon and the pigs to death and reclaim the farm along with their freedom, thus ending this tragedy of a picture. Well, my work here is done, so I'll hand the baton right back to Ryan O'Sullivan.
Thanks, Ryan. And, I gotta admit, the ending did actually change the film a little. But not too much because, again, this is an animated feature and you gotta have a happy ending for the good guys. This may be based off the book by George Orwell, and it now is considered an animated classic to many. It also proved that it was an animated film that was so equal, it was unlike any other.